A lot of my background is in spoken word and performance poetry. And John suggested that maybe we start the afternoon with a piece, just to get everybody lightened up. And you may not believe it, but I'm terribly shy, so this will help me get a little more comfortable so we can all have a better time. Let me be your faithful sidekick in the grand adventure of our lives. Baby, you and I could fight monsters together. There ain't nobody I'd rather fight monsters with. Windmills ain't got nothing on us, and I know you'd probably prefer a six-pack, but trust me when I say pony kegs last longer.
Matt Zambrano, who is about as Denver as the Tattered cover poster. He graduated from Wheat Ridge High School, the University of Colorado in Boulder, and was a member of the final graduating class of the National Theater Conservatory at the Denver Center. And the reason, of course, that we're all here today is that opening November 29th and running through December 24th, Matt will be playing Crumpet the Elf in a Denver Center Attractions co-production of the SantaLand Diaries with the Boulder Ensemble Theater Company at the Garner Galleria Theater.
I grew up in Denver, Colorado, and my first job was as a puppeteer / stage actor at Casa Bonita, family entertainment restaurant. Yeah. What I think slam poetry does is it forces you to get up in front of a group of people and tell the truth. And ultimately, depending on the show, sometimes it's not the case, but more often than not, that's what you're trying to do as an actor, is get on stage and tell the truth.
The SantaLand Diaries is a humorous account of David Sedaris' stint working as a Christmas elf in an actual SantaLand display at the Manhattan Macy's department store.
It's very much just a retell. It's storytelling. That's what I love. It's at its base, it's storytelling. It's him getting up and saying, "Here's this event. I want to share with you this crazy thing that happened while I was trying to get a job in New York City." And in fact, last year, David Sedaris was in the Galleria for 2 weeks doing readings from his new book. And I saw him there doing autographs, and there was a small line, so I was like, "Oh, I'll just go up and introduce myself." So I went in and I shook his hand and I said, "Hey, Mr. Sedaris, I just want to say I'm a big fan of yours, and unfortunately I couldn't come to your readings because it was sold out, but I'm actually doing the SantaLand Diaries up in Boulder, and it's been going really well, and I just wanted to let you know and say thank you for your work." And he looked at me and he said, Joe Montello, when he adapted it, had me sign a lot of stuff. I didn't really know what I was doing, so I'm kind of bitter about the whole thing." Ultimately, it's a story about an underdog, a guy who, probably isn't that leading man, probably isn't that Romeo or that Hamlet, but who somehow finds himself in candy cane tights and a green velvet smock and, tries to make the best of it.
But why do you think the SantaLand Diaries endures as a popular sort of alternative to traditional holiday fare?
I think inherently we all kind of know and recognize that the commercialistic onslaught that is the holiday seasons, where, they're already playing holiday music as early as Halloween on some radio stations, that it's ridiculous. But transversely, there is that wonderful feeling, and that's that brotherly love, that do good for your brother sort of spirit that comes out of the holiday tradition, that you can't name it, you can't put your finger on it, but when you're around your friends and family and you're eating fresh-baked cookies and you're watching Merry Christmas, Charlie Brown, it's like, yeah, this is what it should be about.